Joke's on me. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that's it. I forgot that we hadn't actually started recording on the video camera.
Yeah.
So for those of you who just watch this on YouTube, you can get an extra 5 minutes of content on our audio podcast on iTunes or Spotify.
Wherever you listen to
Frank.
podcasts.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say. I keep telling you. That's
How
all
you doing,
have to say.
Frank? Are you annoyed?
No, I'm not annoyed.
So I want to talk about Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
I mean, we already did.
Yeah.
I feel like we wasted a lot of time there. I feel like we could just replay our audio for the video right now, and we could do commentary on our own audio for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, but then what about the audio listeners?
I don't know. Well, first we remind them that, hey guys, if you want to talk to us, you can get a hold of us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com. You can hit us up at CI Podcast on Instagram, at completelyinap on Twitter, that's with 1P. You can watch us on BitChute, YouTube, and just fucking Google us, guys. We're popular. You can find us now. We're pretty. Frank, we were talking about the Freemasons and the Illuminati, and are they the same group, do we think now?
It's a branch off.
They seem to be the same group. It seems like at some point they just fucking melded into the same, because they were both such powerful fucking, one obviously overtook the other.
One came from the other one.
Yeah, well, it's obviously the Masons came first. They were the chicken, and the Illuminati was the egg that became the fucking bigger chicken. The rooster, the cock of the walk, the one that comes in and fucks you up with their razor sharp talons and fucking bleeds you of your fucking soul while you run as a fucking matrix battery, just fucking keeping the fucking nation going and supplying them with their gold and their fucking Bitcoin. What's going on, Frank? Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin a part of it? I don't know. Probably. I don't think so. I think Bitcoin is I think Bitcoin is a product of fucking Anonymous and this underground organization that's trying to fight the Illuminati. Like, it's like fucking, have you seen, of course you've seen it, but let's bring it back to Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man. Okay. You got the above ground people, you got all these, the Illuminati just living life, they can't say shit or you fucking get a fine, fucking use this toilet paper because you don't want to use the 3 seashells. And then you got the fucking people living underground with that fucking comedian, what was his fucking name? God damn it.
Dennis Leary?
Dennis motherfucking Leary and his fantastic rant. One of the greatest moments in cinematic history for me is fucking Dennis Leary in that movie. Fucking talking about smoke. I just want to fucking smoke. Give me cigars! Fucking wipe my ass! I don't know, man. I think that's what life is. I think it's just factions of people just always fighting against each other. And we always want to say that the people with the money have all the power, but in the end the people only have the money because the little guys give them the power. If we just fucking rise up and fought against them, the South will rise again. That's racist. You can't say these things anymore, apparently.
Is it racist just because you said the South will rise again?
Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how fucking stupid it's gotten.
Is that a part of the Illuminati?
I don't think so.
No? They have nothing to do with the Black Lives Matter movement?
I
thought they had their hands in everything.
What did I find? I found something about Black Lives Matter. But I think that's because I was on fucking Tinder while I was researching this. And a lot of girls were like fucking, BLM, if you don't support it, then get the fuck out of my face. But remember something
That's a weird hill to die on when you're looking for dick. Basically, they're just looking for a big black dick.
Yeah.
They want that BBC.
The British Broadcasting Company?
Exactly. Exactly.
For the longest time, I thought that's what they meant, so I'd fucking reply with, "Oh, I love BBC."
I don't know. Too many initialisms in the porn world.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cut back from porn, man.
Okay.
I'm real disappointed with how the porn industry has been going lately.
Is that because of Tim? His influence on you?
No, I just don't like that everything's stepmom. Like everything that's shown, like everything is a relative kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I've always been a fan of public, like public indecency.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's my favorite. Voyeurism.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Or what is it? No, when you're not the voyeur, the opposite. When you're exhibitionist. Exhibitionism.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. So check this out.
No.
I was in the pool. We're completely going away from the subject, but I was at the pool with my family, and my little niece, she's like 4 years old, something like that. She's like, Theo, my sister, like, hey, my daughter wants to say something to you, and she's like laughing, right? Because she doesn't know where this came from at all. Apparently, it didn't come from her. Theo, you don't have your shirt on in the pool. Means you're a misogynist.
What?
I was like, well, I disagree with you, sweetie. Like, well, it makes me misogynist if I don't believe that everybody should have the right to not wear a shirt at the pool. I think you should be allowed to run around naked if you want, and I think we all should. Like, and everybody looked at me like I was an asshole for telling this little girl that I think everybody should be naked. I was like, I have no problem with the human body in one form or the other. This is only an Americanized issue where women can't walk around. Problems. Yeah, first world fucking problems. Like even in first world fucking Europe, and fucking you can go to Amsterdam and fucking go to topless fucking areas. Like people can walk around nude in a lot of European nations. That you can go to New York and see women walking around topless for fucking magazine shoots. There was even a thing here in McAllen, Texas, where the women were protesting because men were running without shirts, and they were getting annoyed by it, all these guys running without shirts. So they made it a protest of their own to go run topless.
Yeah, I just remembered why that wasn't the case. The whole fucking World War or something that you brought up. I'm like, oh, that's why, because the Bilderberg didn't come up, wasn't a thing until after the Second World War.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, they were trying to prevent. So it started.
Well, we were talking about that before we started recording, though. So let's get into today's topic. We're only a few minutes in. It looks like a lot more because we had 5 minutes recording before this that we'll probably leave up for the audio listeners only. But obviously, because it's not available for the fucking video. I don't know. Maybe we can whatever. But we were talking about how Bohemian Grove and the Bilderbergs were all tied together to this whole Illuminati and Masonry bullshit. How did that work? You want to repeat what you were going through?
Okay, so at first I thought that it was first the Bohemian Grove and then the fucking Bilderberg. But no, turns out it's the other way around. For those of you that don't know, the Bohemian Grove, okay, 20 years ago, 2001, perennials 2001, Alex Jones snuck into one of their secret meetings. The Bohemian Grove is named after the place, Bohemian Grove. It's a section in the Muir Woods in Ontario, California.
California.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. But okay. So yeah, I'm like, oh, that's pretty smart-ish, you know, fucking, what's the Bohemian Grove? It's that place over there. No, the actual fucking get-togethers, what? No. Well, anyways, it's not so secretive because for 2 weeks in July, 15 days apparently, 15 days out of July, they shut down the park.
Bohemian Grove. So it's an open park, usually.
Yeah, it's a national park, I guess Muir Woods Park. But yeah, there's a section. But
they actually shut it down.
They shut the whole thing down.
Do they claim that it's for maintenance or something?
No, that's when they claim that it's private property. And we're like,
oh, odd. So they rent it out basically for this portion of time throughout.
Yeah, and you got people from all over the world coming down for this elite.
Well, not people from all over the world. Certain people from all over the world. Who are the people that are allowed to come to these?
We have elites. Some of the fucking people were like I was saying in the fucking.
Yeah,
audio.
We'll say it now. You knew we weren't recording.
Yeah, there's pictures with actually all of these people that I put on the list. Newt Gingrich. First.
Come on, just rattle off the fucking list.
Thomas Keane. who became the head of the 9/11 Commission.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Newt Gingrich, which I was saying that the guy, it slipped, that he was saying that Donald Trump cannot be president because he hasn't been initiated.
And I tried to argue that, well, he meant the political spectrum. He hasn't been initiated into politics, but then again, Donald Trump has been
in bed with politics.
At the very least as a fucking donator.
Yeah.
A donator? What's that fucking term I'm looking for?
Donator.
Okay,
Donor.
we'll go donor. Donor.
There you go.
Donor. Donor.
And then you have people from the fucking Bush administration: Colin Powell, Donald Rumsfeld, Dick Cheney,
Bush Senior,
Bush W.
Oh, W.
Actually, both.
Obviously, they both have to.
Donald Rumsfeld was with both. I think it was Donald Rumsfeld, if not Dick Cheney. Maybe both. Yeah, that he was with both W's. And then David Gergen.
Gergen? The Gergs? Who's David Gergen, dude?
David Gergen. Oh, okay. David Gergen is the guy that Alex Jones confronted after he snuck in. He was like, hey, fucking, how was that fucking summer camp? You know, like, fucking, so you guys were doing this and you were having gay sex and fucking all this other shit. And the guy's like, what? David Gergen was like, what? Who told you this? Like, if you were there, you're not supposed to talk about it.
He was a Richard Nixon advisor.
Oh.
He was presidential advisor Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Ronald Reagan, and Bill Clinton.
Oh, okay, yeah, and then...
Oh, wow. All of those guys on the list, right?
Yeah, and then...
No, Nixon, though. Was Nixon a part of it?
Yeah, every Republican president, except Donald Trump, has been at the Bohemian Grove. And Nixon and Reagan had a...
Well, the argument is that Donald Trump has never been a true Republican.
Yeah. Yeah, and...
So are we certain that this is a single-minded... you know, is it just the Republicans?
For some reason, it's been every Republican president. But the curious thing is, no, I'm mixing it with Bilderberg. But yeah, I guess it is curious that Bill Clinton has been to the Bohemian Grove, and so
him and Hillary always seem like pseudo Democrats. Like they don't. They seem much more financially motivated, let's say. Yes, they are. And what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein was also fucking in Bohemian Grove. Well, of course. Yeah. That's not a surprise.
And that's what happened, that all this gay sex was a way to fucking secure these agreements. Yeah, from them. And then they would also be like, okay, you're going to go fucking hang out at fucking Epstein Island. Because apparently these are the people that gave him Epstein Island.
Well, and look at what's happening. Like, even if, let's say there are several people on that list going to Epstein Island that never saw anything happen. It really was just business. It really doesn't fucking matter if you have proof of 3 or 4 more prominent people actually doing these things. You know what I mean? Like, you're guilty by association. Mm-hmm. Like, optics are everything. Optics are everything. It is the way we base our judgments on everything that happens is what does it fucking look like. Nobody gives a shit what you were thinking when you fucking choked your wife out. You know, it doesn't matter if she was about to pull the trigger in your forehead. If they walk in and all they see is the gun on the floor with both your fingerprints on it, but you're the man, you choked out the wife even though she came into the room kicking and screaming trying to fucking murder you. It's most likely the guy's gonna go to jail for a very fucking long time. Yeah. You know, it's just optics. Like, I don't know why I use that very specific fucking thing, but... No, you know why? Because I was worried about what I fucking said to my wife yesterday. If y'all listened to the last episode, y'all fucking might have caught it.
Yeah, but no, it's like fucking you're sitting down, just fucking hanging out.
I was worried I was gonna have to defend myself.
Yeah, and then suddenly, fucking some guy with a beer in one hand comes, puts his arm around you, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? And they snap a picture. Then fucking they can tell people that weren't there. I mean, like, look, see, that's his gay lover. They were having gay sex.
Yeah, like Jimmy Kimmel doing fucking blackface, or the Chris, what was it, the Chris Rock impersonation? One of the fucking, was it Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon? Fucking I know. One of the Jimmys did a Jimmy John Jr. kind of fucking sketch, and fucking, I don't know what I'm saying.
Too many Jimmys on Blade.
I like alliteration, that's all. Okay. There's a lot of Jimmys on there. Oh, you think they're all related? Do you think all of these people that we give all this prominence to, like, what's going on, man? Can all these people, do you really believe this? Do you think all of these people could really stay this organized? And if so, if they have been doing it all along, do you think it's falling apart now because of things like the internet? And do you think it's the end of it, or are they going to adapt and figure out how to keep this going into a new generation?
I think they're gonna adapt because President Trump has been fighting this since his since the beginning, and
how come he looks exactly the same as he did when he got him at the presidency? Everybody else, everybody ages like 7 fucking years every year when they're in the fucking office. This guy looks the same as when fucking 10 years ago.
Maybe it's a Gemini thing.
Oh, you cheeky bastard.
No, and then he can only be president for so long. You know, so if he wins the election, it's another 4 years of fucking fighting this. And, yeah, with the next coming president, after Donald Trump, whether it be Democrat or Republican, they're gonna undo everything and fucking bring back the established order. That's why fucking what's his face? Joe Biden is running for president, so he can undo what Trump did to the Obama legacy. That's all it is.
That's all it is, huh?
Yeah.
It's that simple.
That, and to get rid of fucking Donald Trump.
So you think these people go into the most difficult point in office for the specific person to take down a specific person?
Well, they're a threat to their way of life.
Are they though?
Yeah, because
if you're that big of a machine, if you have this fucking big a reach, what is the, like, you just call these people crazy, you discredit them, like, but do you really have to do that by ruining an entire nation's economy, or by distributing a mass fucking virus to influence the fucking election that's coming up? Like, what's happening here? Why do we put so much malice? Like, I get it, there are organizations that are doing bad shit, but the level of malice that people attribute to fucking organizations of rich people, poor people, fucking whatever you're fucking blaming shit on. What you guys are doing is putting it on human beings to be that intentionally evil in mass to another group of human beings. And I'm not convinced that that's the case, man.
Well, you see it as evil because you're on the receiving side.
I'm not receiving any of it. What are you talking about?
No, like, you're not the one that organized, you're not the one that executed, you're on the other side, you know. And these people, they don't see themselves as fucking evil or fucking, they don't see any malice in
right.
Them.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fucking, to them, they're fucking benevolent.
They're just making the calls that need to be made.
Yeah, they're doing it for the greater good. And that's how things need to be. But, yeah. Again, anyone in power will fucking believe that what they're doing is right.
It's scary. It really is. Because, you know, I mean, I guess what I like to believe is that people can be evil as individuals, but when you get them in a group, they're going to overcome the more negative fucking... But obviously that's wrong. Obviously that's wrong, because we're still putting kids in cages here at the fucking border. We're still fucking only letting in, you know, a couple thousand refugees in situations, which, you know, that you can argue the call was made because it needed to be made for the benevolent, you know, nature of what needed to be done, or you could argue the other side, where no, that's evil of us to only care about so many people, or care about ourselves more than this other group of people. Where's the line? And that's the problem. Life isn't black and white. Life is in color. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I find it hard to believe any organization isn't going to have a dissenter. A person in there that's going to go against the grain and contrary to the group's opinion and do everything they can to expose it. And to say that something's been around for hundreds of years as a legitimate organization, and there's been no whistleblowers, no proper whistleblowers.
No, there have been people trying to expose the fucking Bohemian Grove and the Bilderberg.
But from the inside out? Or has it always been outsiders fucking breaking in? That's my point.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like, so for years, not one person in that organization was like, hey man, this is pretty fucked up. Maybe a couple of these YouTube videos have a fucking point. We're doing some pretty shady shit here. Maybe I should like leak some fucking information out. But it never gets back to like the source information. Like, it's never from the inside out. It's always a fucking Alex Jones character coming from the outside in. And at that point, it's just up for interpretation. It's up for whatever the fuck he thinks it is. And whatever truth comes out that verifies it. But there's always the shadows that we don't have the information of.
Yeah, because again, they have their own insurance policy. They snap pictures of them. Like fucking Henry Kissinger was playing with his butthole, according to Alex Jones. You know, they take fucking pictures of them.
But who cares? Like,
no, because if it gets out...
When you're admitting to something on the level of a genocide of a fucking population in some of these situations and calling for fucking drone strikes and shit, according to their influence, they must be in charge of a lot of that shit too if it comes with the fact that you could fucking get a new contract with the government to rebuild that part of the city if you only fucking had the right drone strike in the right city hitting the right civilians on accident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is what fucking Obama did. 90-something% of his fucking drone strikes hit civilian fucking people. Civilian fucking buildings with no fucking strike, with no fucking positive kills on anybody they intended to. And then what happened? They had fucking contracts of American fucking companies to go in there and rebuild for them. Now, not only do we have buildings that fucking were paid for by the Iraqi government or Afghan government or wherever, the Iranian government, fucking Turkey, Lebanon, we're all of these places. All of these places. And it's us going in there fucking paying to fucking redo the construction. They're paying us to redo construction there. And then not only did we get that initial payment, but now we own some fucking property there. Now they're paying taxes to the fucking American government in some way or another through the military. Through some long, you know? It's insane. It's insane, but this is just fucking world politics, right?
Yeah.
It's just people doing what they can to make the United States stronger.
Yeah, that's...
How does that become the New World Order, though? Now, I understand this all on a scale, you know? I just feel like it falls apart when it starts to spread to other countries. The United Nations hasn't been able to keep it together. The fucking European Union hasn't been able to keep their shit together. Everything's falling apart on the daily. So, do they exist and they were succeeding for a little while and they're just falling apart because they're human? They're still a human organization and they can't keep all their fucking Illuminati and fucking Masonry shit together anymore?
Yeah, well, right now, you know, they're all being exposed, but the way it works out for the Bilderberg group is that you get invited, right? You're not really a member. It's just, you know, you're in a great position right now for this coming year's convenience. So we're gonna have you. Like 1 year it was Jeff Bezos. Fucking Henry Kissinger was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13,
oh my God,
14, 15, 16, 17 fucking times Henry Kissinger was invited to be part of the fucking Bilderberg group. And David Rockefeller 3 times. But
the Secretary of State and National Security Advisor under the presidential administration of Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, like I said earlier. So
yeah.
I'm never going to remember who the fuck that guy is. Kissinger, he just sounds like an evil son of a bitch. He sounds like some fucking, like some KGB operative. Like Kissinger, yeah.
No, that was this other guy that sounds like a fucking Bond villain, but I didn't write down his shit.
They're all Bond villains.
Wasn't relevant.
That's the point.
Okay,
that's the point.
Shit, what's it called? Spectre, right? The fucking organization in fucking the James Bond movies. That's what it's based on. Fucking George Soros and the fucking Bilderberg group. They based it on that. But what else? So Yeah.
So do they run the entertainment industry?
Probably. So yeah, the
Bilderberg. We got somewhere to go. No, that's fine.
Has been cited as the way presidents and prime ministers are chosen. See, when Bill Clinton was invited, he was still governor of Arkansas. This was in '91. He was invited in '91. He became president in 1993. And you're seeing that as just a fucking lucky coincidence.
Say this one more time. Repeat
Bill
that.
Clinton
Maybe I missed something.
Was governor of Arkansas when he was invited to be part of the Bilderberg Group in 1991.
Okay.
2 years later, he became president.
Okay. So you're saying that's when he was initiated?
Yeah.
That he jumped in. Like, it only took 2 years for them to convince his ass, like, hey man, we're about to change your fucking life financially for the future until you fucking die. And your wife might be able to be the first female president if she doesn't fuck that up, but you know, she done fuck that up.
Well, apparently, it says right here, fucking Bilderberg didn't want Trump to win in fucking 2016.
Of course
he wanted fucking...
So how did Trump win then? How did Trump become the one? That's what you've been kind of alluding to this whole time, that up until now, every Republican president has been a part of the Bilderberg Group, except for Trump. That everybody's had their thumb in the pie, except for Trump. So what the fuck is special about Trump?
Because Trump was never designed to be fucking a politician. But no, Donald Trump has been in bed with politics for the longest time because he was a fucking donor, so he knows everyone's dirty fucking secrets. He's got dirt on everyone in fucking politics. And Donald Trump actually ran, before 2016, he ran for president, but he was under sponsorship.
Alright, so Trump's all powerful right now, and it all starts from his dad. What do we know about his dad? That's what I want to go into.
His dad or his grandfather was a fucking immigrant, one of the two, and I think from Canada.
Right.
I think his grandfather immigrated to
Canadian.
Canada, and then his...
I want to look this up.
And then his father moved to the United States, or his grandfather moved to the United States, one of the two. But, what the fuck else happened? Yeah, so then Donald Trump was born in America. That otherwise he wouldn't fucking be president. I don't know why fucking Ted Cruz was running, because apparently he was born in fucking Canada. Like,
so his dad became a U.S. citizen in 1892. Trump worked as a barber and hotel manager and began to acquire real estate in Queens. He was the father of Frederick C. Trump and John G. Trump, and paternal grandfather of the 45th U.S. President Donald Trump. So that's the first one that came over. So he was a barber and hotel manager, and then he became a real estate guy in Queens.
Yeah.
So they're real estate. Got it. Okay. So they built up patriarch transfer.
Yeah. So what helped fucking Trump win the election this time around is that he, one, sponsored himself, and yeah, he asked for donations here and there, but it was minimal. And he actually spoke to the people. Like, the people were tired.
It was a groundswell.
Yeah, the people were tired of the fucking same shit. And that's why they voted for an outsider. Because Hillary was saying...
So isn't it, I mean, that's how we ended up with fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger as fucking governor of California, right? People just want to fuck with the system.
Yeah.
When you give that's the great thing about the United States. We have a great fucking political system. If that wasn't an option, how the fuck would Trump, regardless of how much they want to say that they fucked with the fucking ballots and shit, in the end, if you're gonna make this argument, then it still works. You know, how do you but then you get the other side of the aisle saying, no, well, the only way Trump could win was that Trump rigged it.
Yeah.
You know, even though every year up until now it's been the other side of the fucking political spectrum that's been fucking judged and commented on being the fucking ones that adjust the ballots.
Yeah, that's what's come to light recently.
Right? Everybody always blamed the Democrats before, but now because Trump won, oh, it's the Republicans!
Yeah. Yeah. And Trump has only been in office for fucking 3, almost 4 years.
Hey, what happened to him? How come he's still president? I thought they fucking
impeached him?
Impeached him.
Yeah, they did.
So what did that mean?
But
not a goddamn thing?
Yeah, it's like giving you a fucking ticket. You know, it's a mark against you. And people were fucking clamoring because they thought impeaching him would mean He'd get the fuck out.
No, they impeached Clinton, and then he resigned.
He resigned
from the position of the presidency. The people don't understand that it was a voluntary exhumation of oneself from that position.
Yeah, same with Nixon.
It's hilarious. Yeah, people don't understand. They thought that just go, oh, okay, you slap me on the wrist now. Can we get on with it? And like, yeah, I fucked Stormy. And, like, oh, well, you're supposed to deny it and fight against it and make yourself look worse. It's like, well, too late fucking now, right? I hate Trump. I hate the way he talks. It's the same problem I have with a lot of people that fucking want to talk politics. Like, they just don't know how to talk to the other side. And it's uncomfortable for me to listen to people talk like that, but I'm a bit of a snowflake. I can fucking admit that. I'm a sensitive fucking being. That's why I'm not into politics myself, and I try to just fucking pay attention to what affects me directly. Mm-hmm. Everything else, if I'm not strong enough to fucking deal with. So I leave it up to people that are fucking, better men than I to handle the harder tasks, I guess.
Yeah.
Does that make me a bitch? Does it make me a bit of a cuck? Makes me feel like a bit of a cuck.
Well, I mean, if you feel that way.
A bit. It's a little depressing. I try and pay attention. It's hard to keep track of all this Bilderberg fucking masonry shit, man. So what's gonna happen? Is it gonna take over? Is the New World Order already in effect, or is it falling apart now?
Apparently, it has been in effect. That was the whole, the initiation apparently was September 11th.
What? We're gonna say it started September 11th. What about, if anything, they were so adamant about the fucking Aztec calendar meaning something in fucking 2000, with the world ended in 2012.
Yeah, but the calendar maker was dyslexic. We know this. It was dyslexic. He actually meant 2021.
Oh, so we got one more year. Got it. That's what I thought too. I was like, oh, we only got one more year.
Yeah, and coincidentally, Mad Max takes place in 2021.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that explains everything. You realize Back to the Future happened in 2020, right?
Was it 2015? Pretty sure it was 2015.
Oh, it was October 2015. You're right, that's when the shoes came out.
And the fucking Dodgers, was it the Dodgers actually made it to the playoffs?
Dodgers made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, there's some weird reality matching fucking... So are we the Matrix, man? Are we the Matrix? Are we just living in a simulation, or are we just destined to create our own simulation as we live? Is it a mass thought that accumulates these ideas into a tangible being? Do we all come together in an amalgamated fucking predestined, ordained fucking ball of sphere that we call Earth because we decided that it was round, it then thus became round? Because we decided dragons, we hadn't seen them in long enough, they don't exist, we thought them out of existence. Do we have that power, Frank? Are we all gods when we work together in a singular mindset?
Well, I was gonna send you this video.
Of course, you don't have a thought of your own.
Where there's this baby chasing after these dogs in an alley, and then suddenly a ball appears, but I'm like, the camera's too fucking shaky to tell if it just appears out of nowhere or not. So I was gonna send it to you, but there was no way to fucking share it via text. I'm like, damn it, get Facebook. But, yeah.
No. No. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're gonna wrap this second. Oh no, we're only 37 minutes in. We got at least a good 10-15 minutes we could fill.
Soon.
Well, you put your spiral down. It looked like you were done with.
Oh, because you were going on.
No, you had me
something. You're like, this is my speech, and you must listen. I'm like, okay.
I didn't do that. You don't fucking ever have anything to say, so I just keep going.
But what else? Okay, the 2019 meeting in the Bilderberg group was they spoke about stable strategic order. Yeah. What's next for Europe?
This is
climate change.
Is this before or after Epstein got busted? Right before, huh? No, Epstein's been in he was in jail for quite a while before.
Yeah, this was like March 2019.
How long was Epstein in jail? 17?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what year? It was late last year, wasn't it? Yeah, because it wasn't until he was suicided that we made an episode on it. And we're like, yo, Dude.
He pleaded guilty on He pleaded guilty on the charge one of two of procuring the prostitution of a girl below age 18. He was sentenced to 18 months in prison. Jesus, how did people only get 18 months in prison for him?
What? How long ago was this?
This was in 2008.
Oh, so that was a sweetheart deal.
It must have been. That's fucking long ass time ago though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so gross.
But
so fucking gross.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they spoke China, Russia, and Brexit because the idea of Bilderberg is to strengthen relations between Europe and the U.S. And he spoke about the future of capitalism, ethics of artificial intelligence. You might like that one. Weaponization of social media, which is interesting because governments are using fucking social media in the whole elections thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The importance of space. So then Donald Trump came up with fucking
Space Force.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody.
Cyber threats.
Fuck everybody who hates on Space Force. Fuck you people. What the hell is the point of our existence if not to fucking expand our horizons, motherfuckers? We're polluting the atmosphere anyway. We're all gonna fucking die. It's only a matter of time before asteroids or fucking plague or something wipes out the fucking numerous people on this fucking planet. Why not fucking waste the time we have? What, you want us to waste time trying to be nice to each other? Maybe some people just want to waste time staying the fuck away from fucking haters and other fucking assholes of the world and fucking do something creative. You guys fucking love your painters. Well, you know what? It fucking puts fumes in the atmosphere for fucking paint, right? You know, you can fucking bitch about any fucking aspect of anything anybody does, you know? But why the fuck can't we go to space? It's important, man. It's just important. There has to be something out there.
Yeah, we have the technology to do it. Might as well do it.
I mean, my problem is we're not focusing enough on our own fucking deep sea. I think there's something. You want to know what the Bilderberg thing is doing, you want to know what all the fucking Illuminati is doing, they're keeping us out of the fucking oceans. Because why the fuck haven't we fucking done more down there?
Because apparently the fucking pressure is too much.
No, it's because the real aliens live underwater. The people that are controlling us control the earth through these fucking magnetic waves from the center of the fucking earth by pulling levers and fucking filling up gaps with lava, releasing these fucking radiation waves through the fucking crust, affecting our minds, man, and making us believe that we are all supposed to be this homogenized bullshit where we all have no sex and just live in a fucking crater in the earth until we all accumulate in this mass exodus of fucking hell.
Cthulhu will rise again.
We'll rise, sir. We'll rise again.
Yeah, that was the whole point of this, that Cthulhu is an actual thing.
Right? Yes, so come join our cult. And remember, you can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com. We're at 41 minutes. I'm done with this bullshit. We never keep these things together. I hope we fucking entertain you guys. We're trying. I just wanted to get back to talking to my good friend Frank here without some fucking people interrupting us with their whole interesting lives that we fucking have to know more about. We've had some good guests though.
Yeah,
it's been good, man.
One thing I should slip in, that part of the building group
slip it in.
Is that from
spit
all
on
the
it.
participating people,
Spit on it for.
It has to, 2 people from participating nations have to, one must be liberal, one must be conservative.
What the fuck are you talking about?
How they select people for the Bilderberg meeting. One has to be conservative, one has to be liberal.
So only 2 people are selected. What? 2 new people are inducted a year or what?
That
doesn't make any sense. It's a group of people. What do you mean 1 and 1?
Yeah, that from the politicians that they.
So are you saying that it's 50-50? Like
no,
half the people are conservative, half are. Or what?
From each participating nation.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see what you're saying. So they send 2 from each nation.
Yeah, no, they send.
You're not making sense.
Okay, look, it's 120 to 150 people that participate. 1/3 are from America.
That's a big ass party, dude.
And 2/3 are from fucking Europe.
And this goes
1
on
in
for
3 are
days.
politicians. And
1 in
3 are politicians. So then,
but the politicians that are there, it has to be half and half. So
one
there's
conservative, one liberal.
Well, okay, well that's just a bullshit fucking.
It's a way to balance it out.
It's like, what's your gender? It's like, fuck you, dude. What I call myself doesn't fucking matter. Do I have a dick or a vagina? I'm sorry. Does that make me sexist? I get it. I know. There's differentiations. But my point is, when you're going, like, anybody could say that whatever they are, like, if you're gender fluid, like, that's my point. That's the point I'm making. I'm not being sexist about it. I'm just saying you can just as easily claim, if you're a gender fluid person, to be male or female on any given day, whatever your soul is telling you you are that day, right? That's how that works. So I think, I don't know, fuck if I know. Getting in the weeds here. I'm just saying, with this fucking thing, how do you say, like, oh yeah, no, half of the political people here are here as Republicans, half are here as Democrats. Like, how would you fucking know? Anybody
could party affiliation.
Yeah, well,
and then again, fucking Trump claims to be fucking Republican, but he's actually more of a fucking moderate, like a centrist kind of guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which is why he wasn't inducted.
Probably.
Anyway, guys, what do you think of this episode?
Yeah, let us know at homeimprovidpodcast@gmail.com.
What do you think, Frank? Did you have fun with this?
Sure.
Did you like just bullshitting with me on a fun topic that has nothing to do with today's politics as much, anyway?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard finding memes, but yeah.
How is it hard finding memes?
Because I get the 3 main subjects of each episode, and I select.
Don't give away the fucking the recipe, bro.
Okay.
They get the ingredients. You don't gotta tell them how the cookie's made. Just shove it in their mouth and let that chocolate melt. Or the raisins tart.
Ew.
I love oatmeal raisin cookies. Don't you?
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, he comes from his mama, and he likes pie. Frank, what do we tell the people?
Be excellent to each other.
Find you're happy. Try to be better today than you were yesterday. People, we love you. Frank, love doing these episodes with you, buddy. It was fun. You have a good time? Was it good for you?
Sure.
It was good for me. Say bye to the people, Frank.
Bye to the people, Frank.
Goodbye!